Before this video starts, I want to say that this video is for educational purposes only. Do not go and bully the content creators I show off in this video. The point is just to have a little bit of laughs and to see some other points of view when it comes down to the Sonic the Hedgehog series. If you guys want to go check out these channels and support these channels, I'll leave the links down below so you guys can go check them out. But again, do not bully. Thank you guys so very much for watching and enjoy the video. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy TheGamingTrouge here, and yep, I finally did it. I ordered a B&B, mostly because...
Does that dude have a Keyblade? Blah! I'm coming with you! I'm coming with you!
I'm just out and about nowadays. But with this, I actually got some strange news. Sonic X Shadow is called Sonic X Shadow. Have you ever had that moment when you're trying to make a sequel to one of your biggest YouTube videos to only see that a new Sonic game is in development and people have a lot of things to say about it? Yeah, every time I go to Maine. I know some might say it's not blowing up, but honestly, I love that this video got the attention it deserved. Well, it's time for me to look at some more Sonic hot takes, and a good chunk of them we're going to be talking about the new game, Sonic X Shadow Generations. Or is it like Hunter x Hunter where you don't say the X? Honestly, it would help the entire world if it was like that. Anyway, same vibe as before. Idiot over here is going to be linking other Sonic videos and hot takes and basically giving constructive criticism where he can. Like I said at the start of the video, do not attack these content creators, but I'll leave the links in the description if you want to go and support the creators. And our first order of business is actually on my phone, so we gotta go check it out. Wait, this can't be right. It says Speedsters United! Why am I covering him in a hot takes video? Well, he's a Sonic content creator that posts out random videos about anything that has to do with Sonic the Hedgehog, and he does a really good job with it. See, unlike the other comic book content creators I covered last time, Speedster actually has a lot of points and a lot of good points when it comes to his arguments and his stances with the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. And he's really good at basically illustrating that in video format. Kind of.
I think it's easy enough to say I have low expectations for this remaster, especially with the current standing track records regarding Sonic game remasters.
You mean Sega is pretty good at remastering older titles? I mean, just take a look at Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 remasters that came out on Steam, the Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3 in 2012, and then of course getting games like Sonic Lost World on PC. Yeah, definitely it feels like I'm missing something with the gamepad experience, but to have it on a non-Nintendo console is a huge blessing. And while yes, Sonic Colors Ultimate was horrible at launch and you can get better experiences running the game via Dolphin, I don't think it's that bad of a remaster, all things considered. I mean, most people with the epilepsy warning never actually happened. It was only like a small percent of people, and even then, Sega patched it and made the game even better. And if you take a look at Sega's subsidiaries, mostly Atlas, you can tell that they've actually remastered some of their other games, like the Persona 3 and 4 on multiple different consoles, bringing over a couple of the best versions of those games to modern hardware. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make a bad remaster, far from it, but I'm just saying that the way he made it sound like that all they put out is horrible remasters, and also was made by a different development team than Sonic team. I know that not a lot of people bring this up, but I feel like it's important to bring this up. Okay, let's keep going.
The way I describe Generations is nostalgia pandering at best, but I really don't mind that at all because it's supposed to be a celebration of Sonic's past. But I'm not going to get into too much on my thoughts on Generations because that could be its own video. Generations isn't overly bad in terms of gameplay. I mean, 2 years ago, it literally got updates to make gameplay better. Or was that just Unleashed?
You are right, you can in fact play these games on Series X and get flame boosting and a bunch of other cool stuff, but I compare this like comparing Halo MCC with the original Halo 3. Like, you can play both of them on the Xbox consoles, nothing's stopping you. But what you get in MCC is you get all the maps, all the DLC stuff, you get some new bonus skulls that you can turn on, and the game looks even prettier than before, a way enhancing a way beautiful game. So personally speaking, what we got here with Sonic X Shadow Generations, I honestly think that it is going to be doing the game a service and not a disservice.
Generations doesn't need a remaster. Also, it's an anniversary game. I feel like remastering a game like Generations would take away from the original, unlike...
Okay, your statement does have weight behind it, and I do see what you're coming from. But think of it this way, we have games like The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, Halo Anniversary, and Fable Anniversary that got ported to the next generation of consoles and actually made it easier for people to access some of these older games in some of the best ways possible. And the more I think about it, the more I think that this is more along the lines of Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, where they're going to add in a completely new campaign to the OA pre-existing campaign, and I feel like it's still going to like respect the old campaign while bringing in this new fresh coat of paint. He did make a follow-up video kind of changing up his thought process when it comes down to Sonic X Shadow Generation, so I highly recommend watching that video. But for all that is holy sake, I changed this name. Do you know what happens if I say this in this Airbnb? You have to wear this mask now because some cat decided to light up the Airbnb after I told him the title of this video game, and now I'm in hiding. But we got another guy talking about hot takes, this being Emily. They are a kind of a content creator that knows how to make those titles. Which one's better, sub versus dub, Sonic versus Goku? Like, these are the types of videos that we are going to be working with. So why don't we go check them out with the controversial Sonic hot takes.
Hot takes. We all got them, whether it's about Sonic or anything else. But today in this video, I'll be showing what my hot takes are. And before we get to that, I'm gonna have to ask you to like and...
First off, what is this audio balancing? Like, holy cow, I can barely even hear what you're trying to say. It sounds like you're trying to hide your DS under your pillow. Also, the fact that the text isn't like lined up together to make it like seem like they're like one full word. It looks like they're two separate words, which I guess you're kind of right, but at the same time, like, you're supposed to like line them up nice. This is what editing does to a human being.
The Sonic fanbase is full of opinions, controversial or not. And so today, since I'm a new creator, I want...
Oh my gosh, the music is so loud. What is this like rap beat in the background with you talking? Like, at least you could audio balance the levels just a little bit. Heck, I'm one that have done the same mistake. I know it's hard to kind of balance audios like that, but oh my gosh, this is on a completely other level.
Alright, hot take number 1. Frontiers is better than Unleashed.
That's it. I'm taking this off. Ugh. Okay, this claim is weird, but why not? Let's go hear him out.
Yeah, I said it. I don't really care about Unleashed open world and the story and anything else that you would say to defend it. What really irks me is that the Werehog levels exist.
Okay, I feel like talking about the same topic is not going to really help things. Can you audio balance your video, please? I want to hear your claims. When you don't have music, that is actually a little better because I can actually hear the conversation you being had rather than just blaring some random generic dubstep in the background.
Levels exist. And you can't really like get rid of a main part of a game. So yeah.
It did not make any sense other than the Werehog stages. What did you say right here?
Main part of a game. So yeah.
Look, dude, when it comes down to Sonic Unleashed, yes, the Werehog stages exist, and if you only really played the HD versions, which is the most common way to play it, but if you played something like the PS2 and Wii versions of the game, those games basically combine the Werehog stages and the fast-paced open day stages in a way that feels a little bit different, a little bit fresh. I actually did a full live stream series on the Unleashed game on the PS2 and Wii, so please go run that up on the second page if you want to know my full thoughts on there. But straight into the point, this does not need to be this way. Why does the video sound like this? Why is his points coming off as someone who doesn't really know what they're talking about? I also don't understand when it comes down to these types of videos and when people say their opinions and it just shows like random video of people crying in like a skit or a meme or something like that. Why that's like, oh, a next punch to the fans of this game. Like it just feels very childish to me. Like, sure, you can make a couple like cringy jokes. I'm not going to pretend like I'm nowhere even near perfection when it comes to that, but at the very least I know how to like spice it up a little bit, at least in my opinion. I have next to no idea if I do a good job at it or not, but I just think that in terms of whenever I try to do a joke like that, I try to spice it up a little bit, just so it's not like a slight, take that, you Sonic Unleashed fans.
Mr. Late, sir. You could just use mods to improve your overall experience.
Really, dude? A nerd emoji in 2024, or I guess in this case 2023, but even still, this joke has been long dead, and basically it devalues some people whenever they try to actually give you an actual opinion. Also, who the heck is saying to mod Sonic Unleashed? They're not telling you to mod Sonic Unleashed. 90% of the time they're telling you to mod Sonic Generations to add in more stages and everything. Second hot take I'm not showing you just for the sole fact that he basically is very pretentious when he says SA2 is better than SA1, and I agree that SA2 is better than SA1, but again, he has the same problem of being so like pretentious, using like random memes to get his point across, and it's just so like been there, done that. So there's nothing to add to the conversation there.
Hot take 306 was underrated, right?
Negro, please.
This man forgot to record his audio, so he just uses the text feature, which you don't even use like text to speech to at least give the illusion that it's talking to you. You just spell it out for the people. Can we just end this already? So, how can I help improve this video? Well, personally speaking, I would say don't add in music if you don't know how to audio balance. It's completely fine to have like no music or minimum music in your video for your first like video. And yes, I do know that this isn't his first video, but at the same time, it feels like still like that growing pains era of YouTube where like you're trying to do stuff. You're trying to like fix stuff with the audioing. Also, second off, please don't use like memes if we can't even hear said memes and that are basically kind of offensive, like the nerd emoji. Like when it comes down to it, I feel like that one got me the most, not because I am a nerd or whatever, but I always feel like it's always devaluing humans whenever people say, oh, you're just a nerd emoji. Thanks, Instagram. So overall, I'll say he could have done it way better, could have illustrated his points way better, and the video itself just could have been edited and mastered a lot better than what it is. A lot of mobile phone apps nowadays allow you to like easily mix like audios when it comes down to like your voice to the video and everything like that. Heck, I use an app called CapCut whenever I do my Instagram videos, and that video editor is so like really built for like first time people, so I highly recommend using that in order to edit your videos if you are doing mobile. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think another hot take session is completed. I don't really expect to do too many more in terms of the Sonic series, but I'm actually really curious to see what other series has some way burning hot takes. And who knows, maybe I won't burn another LBMB.
You'll be sorry!
Special thanks to Cat Chat for sponsoring me on Patreon. If you want your name at the end of the credits, link is in the description down below to my Patreon.